Reapers underground. We hope you survive.
Oh, yes, my demons, my demons. Friday night double shot has been poured. We are ready to party tonight. That's right, all you wonderful demons and devils out there joining the big bad devil daddy himself on a Friday night, because I got a special guest with me tonight. And it happens to be somebody I know really well because of a little film we like to call Grind. And we had a whole lot of fun on that. His name is Daniel John Kearny. Welcome to the Underground, brother. Mortimer's out there in the comments section, Lizzie, and all you beautiful motherfuckers filing in right now. And what you need to do, this is the time. Get your vice of choice. It is time to talk about this brilliant acting career. And I need you to share this out. Anywhere and everywhere there's a horror lover, I don't care if you have to wake up your great-grandma, your auntie, your sister, your cousin. I don't care what it is. You need to be sharing this out because we're going to have a blast tonight. And Daniel's going to tell us all about the most exciting upcoming projects he's got, because this is the time of year, man. We got so many films coming out, and you need to know about it. But before we get into all this ooey gooey goodness, there's plenty of barbecues out there that could use some hot sauce. So check out horrorstruckhotsauce.com. Check it out. Oh, that's right. If you haven't tried out the new flavors, you need to get y'all's asses over to horrorstruckhotsauce.com and check out all of the latest and greatest that he's got for you. Perfect for ribs and all the meats. All right. I didn't even think that one through. It just fell off the top of my head. Well, you know, I'm a little bit of a jokester, so... Welcome to the Underground, Daniel. It's good to have you, my friend. How you doing?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
Oh man, I'll tell you, it's been a day. You can't tell because I'm quite dead. But I was actually doing a pop-up vending event today for my spiritual online store. And then we were a guest at a tattoo shop today, and man, I've been singing "I've been cooked like a piece of bacon in a frying pan" all since I got home. So that's how I'm doing. I'm well
Beautiful.
done. I think
That's good. That's a good thing. That's a good.
Oh my goodness. But man, I'm excited. I'm excited because you have got some great projects that are coming out, upcoming. And it's some of the films that you've been a part of. I'm just excited. It was great working with you. And of course we'll get to that a little bit later. But let's take it back for everybody out there in the Black Flame universe. What got you interested in becoming an actor?
Well, I appreciate that. So what happened is, as everybody, I was just a lifelong horror fan, and just absolutely loved it. And I had gone to the conventions, since I was a little, boy, and I had just met so many of the actors and actresses from the films, and I had done some modeling and stuff like that and different things when I was younger, but I always really wanted to.
I totally believe that.
Kind of leap. Thank you.
Yeah. I totally
I,
believe
I
that because it's like when I first saw you, you had the leather coat on, hair's perfect and everything. I'm like, there's Mr. New York right there.
oh, well, thank you for that. And so, thank you. And I had just, gone, and I'm very close to Felissa Rose. And so I had said to her, like 8 or 9 years ago, I said, I really would love to give this a shot. And
Yeah.
and I would really love, to, perform. And I got some auditions and I got some producing projects, and then it's just been nonstop since then. Like I always make the joke. I went to sleep. It was 2020, and I woke up and it was 2025. Seriously. So
Yep.
that's how I got involved, and I just love it. It's nice to be somebody else for a little while.
Oh, that's one of the most, I have to agree with that 1,000%. Being able to portray some of these other characters, you get to not be you for a minute, and it feels great because it's like you totally forget about that side of you, and you're living this character for however long you're learning the lines and all that stuff, and then it's like you go and do it, and there's a high that you get after doing it, right?
Oh yes,
So
yes,
hell
absolutely,
yeah.
100%. And like when we did grind together, some of the scenes, without giving any spoilers out, but like when Mark Cantu approached me when we were starting production, pre-production, I said,
Mm-hmm.
Mark, I said, please just give me the meanest, like nastiest character. And he did. So I felt so bad because I had to be mean to Delilah,
Yep.
who is a child actress, and she's so sweet.
Amazing.
Yeah, she's so. But that's what I mean by saying it's nice to be every once in a while, because I was a real jerk on that film. So.
Absolutely.
And we had a great time too. I don't want to hop right into that. I know you want to start with all the other films, but we had a great time too.
Well, I mean, first of all, we share Felissa Rose as a mutual friend. She is just a for a celebrity of her stature, the sweetest, kindest lady I think I've ever met in my entire life, besides my wife. So, and she's so open and very, like, she could lift you up. Like, she's not going to be that person to go, no, don't do that. She's like, you should do it,
Yeah.
So the fact that she was kind of like that pivotal actress to kind of like get you pushed over the hump a little bit. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you start off by meeting her at the cons, or?
Yeah, I had just gone to so many, growing up over the years, and we just struck a friendship. And then, years later, I just said, give me a shot. And, she didn't have to do that. I really am thankful for that, and, took a risk on me, and it ended up working out, it really did end up working out. So I was really grateful for that. And since then, it's blossomed, and I can't even tell you, it's so, I don't know what the word is, corny or whatever you want to say, but I truly am so grateful for every time I get to do a film, or get asked or approached, or get to spend time like right now with you. I'm grateful for all of it. And I don't take it for a second for granted. And just tomorrow, I'm doing a film in Connecticut with
Nice.
Josh Brucker. We're doing the Fairfield County 4. So I have a
Hell
role in
yeah.
it. Excited for that. And then next week I go to shoot The Last Footprint, which is a Bigfoot found footage film. Very excited about that. We're going to be
Nice.
deep in the woods and swamps. So, it's an adventure, it's beautiful.
It is. And I don't know, kind of like going through a lot of what you've done, you haven't just like purely and simply done horror. You've actually managed to do some different things.
Yeah.
Kind of
Like,
branched out.
to do some comedy and stuff like that. And there's some stuff in the pipeline right now that's out of. I love doing comedy stuff, so there's some stuff that I have currently that talking to some people about to do some comedy. I'd love to do a serious, I would love to do some, maybe some real serious character development with some different type of, characters in some regular films. But horror is really where my heart is. And
Oh
indie
yeah.
horror is where my heart is. I
What
love.
was that one horror film that really like grabbed you initially when you were young? That you just saw it and it moved you in such a way to say, I want to do that shit.
Yeah, so I am so happy you brought that up. So I was just having this conversation with everybody, so I can't answer that specifically, but I can tell you in a general term of film. Everybody growing up, I'm sure everybody. I say everybody, but now I'm getting a little bit older. But people didn't get to experience the joy and wonderment that we got to experience when we walked into the video store to rent.
Yes. Oh
I
my
mean,
goodness, the
yeah,
heyday of the art of the video store.
it is a real art, and I just would do anything to be able to walk back in. I could close my eyes now and I can know exactly where I go. And I walk in, I go right to the horror section, and all the employees there, they knew me. They knew like I was the kid that like the love of the horror. They always have everything ready for me. And I would always see all the covers, like "Happy Birthday to Me" with the guy with the skewer in his mouth,
Oh man, yeah.
and Sleepaway Camp, and
Rawhead
Alligator.
Rex was one for me too. Like when I saw
Yeah,
that cover, or Chud,
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
oh man, and Prince of Darkness, that was another cover that was like, oh, watch me.
Yes, yes. And so I can't say which film in particular, but I mean, there's so many, but I just, this is what I always say. It's like Moby Dick. I'm always like chasing the white whale. And when I say that, I just want to be a part of a film that,
Yeah.
and I think, there's some that are coming out that resonate with people the way that those films that we just spoke about did. They
Oh
don't
yeah.
have the video store, nowadays, and they don't have that chance. But if someone happens to click on a film and see a cover, or see a
Hmm.
film that gives them that same feeling and connection, like these horror films did for us, that's my goal. I'm always chasing that rare piece
Hell
that you can
yeah.
help bring to life. To give people that same feeling.
And that's like one of the few times that I'm thankful for the internet, because since we don't have that,
Mhm.
we do have YouTube, so you can definitely see those trailers. But the thing is, we can post them, to Facebook and stuff where most
Yeah,
people hang out, Instagram. And it's almost like you kind of get a little taste of that, or they see a poster, because a lot of us indie actors in our industry, we see a poster first, and we're just like, ooh,
yeah,
I think I want to try to get in this film, you
yeah.
know? And I think for a lot of people that love indie film, and believe me, the indie horror community, there's no community like it.
But
And the horror community at large, that, even though we're not on a level like, Felissa Rose or uh, Robert Englund, people like that, all of our heroes. Um,
yeah,
but they make us feel that way, and because they're just as passionate as we are, you
yes,
know.
100%.
But I feel like we're able to give them a little bit of that experience, thanks to, like I said, platforms like Facebook and YouTube. So
Absolutely, absolutely, and there are franchises out there now that are doing that for people that people are falling in love with, and there's it's just it right now, especially since COVID, the indie scene has exploded. So the pipelines
yeah,
of things that were created, because people don't realize sometimes it takes 3 years, 4 years for films to come out. And so you have this pipeline now that's been created from 2020, 2021, 2022, and they're all going to explode. Indie horror is going to explode in the next 24 months. It's just going to be so huge again. It is huge now, but there's so much stuff that's coming out. And so that's what's really exciting right now for everybody in the
hell yeah. And it is. And the fact that fans can be a part of it by either getting a perk or any kind of donation. You can get special thanks and stuff like that. So before, no one would have ever dreamed of seeing their name in the credits, and stuff like that. And real quick, it's Friday the 13th. Happy Friday the 13th to everybody out there watching and in the attic section there, all you beautiful people. And welcome, Mr. Man of the Hour, Kevin Jenserowski. We just had Creep Footage 3 come out on YouTube today. So glad to have you with us, brother. Awesome. Yeah. So you weren't basically pigeonholed. There was everything about horror. There wasn't one genre of horror that grabbed you, or was there? As with everybody, the things that really got me growing up were the Friday the 13th films, the Halloween franchise, Nightmare on Elm Street. All of those really, really dug me in. And then from then on, I just was always a fan of 80s slasher films. I just love 80s slasher films. It's just escapism for me. And I adore it. And then as I grew older, I just loved all types of horror. I do find that I have a real strong love for more of I don't want to say artsy, but I don't know. I love The Fog. Oh my goodness! I and have you've seen the remake, right?
Yes.
It still doesn't compare, does it?
No, I don't think. No. It does not compare. I didn't know what you were going to say for a second.
My goodness!
But the original, The Fog 1980, I think is a masterpiece and so underrated. And that really, what I gotta say, that probably is that, and maybe The Omen, 1976.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Those two films, I think, really made me want to be in entertainment, and more importantly, just really be an actor, because it's just these horrible things are happening, but the camaraderie that in the film, the camaraderie of the cast, the way that they're working together, it's just this strange occurrence that's happening, this strange horrible happenstance happening in this place and time, I think is a character in itself. Like in The Fog, the town, the town and everybody in it's a character in itself. And
I think Jonathan Houseman, from the point of the film starting with the boys and the campfire ghost story, and Jonathan Houseman in his Jonathan Houseman voice, I will always remember that as instilling fear into my soul.
Yes.
As a kid, oh, there's going to be some shit going down in this movie. Oh, I'm so scared, but I want to watch.
Yeah, I know. And I think, I think Donald Pleasence was actually thought for that. I don't know if I'm just, that's a rumor or what.
He very well might have been, because he had done Halloween, as obviously Dr. Loomis with John Carpenter. But I was thinking that the only reason why they probably didn't use him is one of two reasons. A, he was busy as hell. Two, let's keep him Loomis and let somebody else shine.
Yeah. That's a very good point. That is a very, very good point.
There I am.
There you are. See, it's
Sorry,
not me.
I was
It's
going
the
to say
parenting.
on my end, yeah, Spectrum has been having a hard time this week. So just so y'all know, if for any reason I disappear, I will be right back. But don't worry about it. You can't get rid of me. No, man, that's awesome. And, there's
And
nothing more. Oh, goodness. Having those moments where it's very gratifying now that you're acting. And I was going to say before as well, that was one of the best things. And I know this is so hard for people to wrap their minds around this, but when the COVID lockdown happened, yes, it was a terrible, horrible thing. But creatively, I feel like it helped some of us step in to other parts of ourselves that we were always so afraid because of what we were doing up to that point. And suddenly it's like, ooh, boom, you get stopped. You can't do anything. Well, what the fuck am I going to do? And just like yourself, as well as me, I mean, we were all creating. And you were thinking, that was that pivotal point where you said, I want to act.
yeah,
And look at you now.
well, that's really kind of you. Thank you. But
Absolutely.
But I'm really happy you brought that up, because that's another thing I'd love to tell you about. Like,
sure, absolutely.
A lot of time people don't, when they ask me about, film and things like that. I also write a lot. I have 14 screenplays that are completed, and I've been writing them for the past 7 years. And so I'm excited about that. There's some big stuff that I have in pre-production right now, which I know I'll definitely talk to you about. So that time really gave us the writing, the ability to write. Who's that?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
And it's so weird. Go ahead. I'm so sorry. You were saying?
Oh, there you are. I was saying, yeah, like you said, that time period gave everybody the ability to create and stuff like that, which was just amazing, because all of a sudden you got time.
Oh, it was. I wrote one of the my biggest album to date happened during that time period with the band that I was playing with. So, indie bands really found a huge way to connect with fans because we couldn't play out. So what did we do? We brought them into the practice room and we started like trying material, out on them. So for you to come out of that and getting into acting is just fantastic. Had you ever had any acting experience prior to that? At any point in your life?
Yeah, but some theater stuff, but nothing.
Sure.
Until 2019, it just kind of evolved from there and into feature film. So, which is I'm so thankful for, all the time.
Would you say that being in front of the camera versus the stage, which one do you like better?
I like camera. It's a lot less stress, and I love to be able to improvise. I think some of the best things that come out. I love working with directors that do that are like, here's a template. This is what I want you to say. This is what I want you to do. But then they let you do, your thing. They add your and kind of improvise and do different things. And so I got to say, I love that much more.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was one thing I think I could say that I wasn't prepared for as an actor, to be able to say, hey, here's the blueprint. Don't be afraid to throw in whatever the hell you want to. And I was like, kind of coming into it because I was real nervous for my first speaking part. I'm like, there's no script. They're like, no, just here's what we're looking for as long as you get the point across. Do embellish a little bit, feel free, just whatever's natural. And once I got past that point, dude, it's so much fucking fun.
Yeah. The best stuff comes from within. The best stuff comes from within you because you are that character. You are that person. And you have become to a certain extent that person for that moment. So to take what needs to be said, run it through you, and then pop it out. And I always think that the best stuff comes to fruition when you do that.
Oh yeah, because that's when like that passion and creativity really comes out
Absolutely.
in the moment, you know.
That's yeah, that's very true. And that's like, you know what? I don't know if I sent you the trailer for that, but I wish if you could show that one, that would be great. There's a movie called Bunker Heights that my friend Drew Fortier had me on last year, and it was he kept it a top secret project, but now the trailer's out and it's been released, and that was like a type of scenario that I just spoke to you about. Like he said, you know,
You
he gave
said
me the
Bunker High.
Bunker Heights.
Oh, Heights. Gotcha.
Yeah, it stars my friend Drew Fortier, Hannah Fearman, and a couple other people. And he gave me the synopsis and what he wants me to do and say, but he said just go with it. I played a semi-crooked mayor, and it's a really cool trailer. So if you get a chance, check it out. I think you'll like it.
Is it this one here?
That's it, and that's Cheney Morrow. He's one of my dear friends right there. Cheney's from Wrong Turn and Han and Deadly Ending.
Well, let's go ahead and give it a roll.
Oh, thank you.
With today's tragic events fresh in our minds, I promise, I swear, to keep Samuel Pankhurst's vision alive. We are all here. We are all here for the same reasons. We are all here for the same hopes and dreams for our city. But we are all here. And that is what's most important. You can bet your bottom dollar, I swear, we will bring Bunker Heights back to its full potential. We will bring Bunker Heights back to its glory days. I swear on God's green earth, we will bring Bunker Heights back.
Ooh wee.
Cool, huh?
I mean, you absolutely nailed it, brother.
Oh, thank you. Thank you
I mean,
so much.
you played that role to a T. Oh man, when you said you could bet your bottom dollar, I'm like, yup, that's every crooked, mayor. They always say shit like that. And I love the way the trailer was shot because it does draw you in,
Thank you.
to wondering what the hell's going on. And then you see the creepy, monster hand come around. I was like, okay, you have my attention.
Yeah. Well,
So that looks like a lot of fun. When do you think that one will be released?
I'm not sure, but I know very soon. That's all I know. I know very soon. So that's all I can say. But
Hell yeah.
yeah, it's as soon as it comes out, I will definitely be promoting that hardcore for Drew. We're very hard on it and very proud of him. He had done Dwellers. I wasn't in Dwellers, but he made this really spectacular film on an ultra low budget, and it won many awards and
Hell
really,
yeah.
really inspirational. If you ever get a chance, check it out. It's called Dwellers.
Oh, most definitely. Mortimer there from the comment section says, perfect vibe for Crooked Mayor. I could not agree more.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Man, that would have been so much fun.
It was fun. It was.
There's another film that you played a mayor in as well for Wolf Hollow. What was that experience like?
That was awesome.
Yes,
that was really cool. That was a wonderful scene. Mark and I had produced with Brian Saponis and Brian Bell and others, a film called
Oh
Wolf
yeah,
Hollow. I don't know if you
those two
saw it.
guys.
Yeah, they're wonderful. Yes, those two. Yes. We did Wolf Hollow. That went in pre-pro in 2021. It shot in 2022 and then came out in 2023. And I played a mayor in that film,
Mm-hmm.
and a real arrogant son of a bitch. And
Is there any other kind?
yeah, yeah. So that was a lot of fun, and that scene was with Hannah Fierman and Felissa Rose and Brian Zapanis and
I
some
was
other
gonna say
ones.
you got a chance to work with Felissa a lot,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
got to be like, I mean, I know it was a dream for me and Down the Long River, getting to work with her on that Western. So, damn, it's like that's got to make you feel like the feeling of you've arrived somehow, especially if you get that nod from a seasoned actor like that.
Yeah, it does mean the world to me. It really does, and it's something that you never get over. And we did a film called it's a wonderful, beautiful art piece that we did in 2021, was principal photography, the end of 2021, and it's going to be coming out. So it's called The Event Surrounding a Peeping Tom, and it stars Damien Maffei, Felissa, Hannah Fierman, Terry Kaiser, Kamara Cole, and some others. But I got to spend some time with Terry Kaiser, and I was pretty starstruck. I was a producer on that film. We all worked tremendously hard. So that's from Watchdog.
Oh shoot!
No, that's okay.
Sorry,
No,
it was in the. I thought it was
in
with the poster. My bad.
No.
We'll get to that one in a minute.
But I got to spend some time with Terry Kaiser from, who's, Bernie from Weekend at Bernie's, and Bad News Cruise from Friday 13th Part 7 and all that stuff.
Man.
And we went outside and, had a cigarette, and he let me bum one. And he spent a good 15 to 20 minutes talking to me and gave me some pointers that I'll never, ever forget. And I always carry it with me every time I go anywhere to do a film. And it's just things like that are kind of, like you said, kind of like, wow, I can't believe this is actually happening. Or like when we did Crust, like Sean Whalen is a very close friend of mine, and we ended up producing a whole film together. So it's just wild. I can't tell you how thankful and joyful I am for all the stuff that's coming out, and it's just good stuff,
So for a lot of actors, their very first feature film, I don't know, some people have had excellent experiences. Some people have had negative ones. So what was it like doing your first feature on camera?
My first feature on camera?
Mm-hmm.
The first feature film I ever did where I was on camera was in 2020. And it was a small part.
Sure.
I was a little I was a little nervous, but you get there, and I guess you could say I just say to myself, you know what, the day's gonna come, and the day is gonna pass, and make the best of, and make the best of the time that you're there. You're there for a reason, and get it done to the best of your ability. And just don't be nervous. Just have it in your heart and be natural, and just go for it. But that was my experience. So I can't sit here and say I wasn't nervous. I was nervous. I was nervous. I was around. All of a sudden, I'm looking around and I'm seeing people I've seen in movies before. I'm like, oh my God. I don't want to let him, I don't want to let him. I don't want to let him down. But it worked out, and and that's kind of something I say to everybody: don't give up. Don't give up on. Don't ever give up. Keep going for your dream, and just lead with kindness, and boom, you will do it. Just believe in yourself. You know.
Hell yeah. So let's see here. You have a lot of projects, and I actually am very excited to hear that you are also in Midnight Maniac. I don't know about you, but when I got the email saying that it's back on, I was like, yes.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, you're doing it. Yes, that's exciting. Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited about that too. And hopefully we get to see each other down there. And I'm happy that it's back in production. And I'm looking for, I need to get more news on it, but I did hear, and I did see the emails come through. So
He's been posting a
we'll connect.
lot.
Yeah.
And I've been like, every time I see him post anything about it, I'm just like, share, share, share,
Yeah.
every single chance we get. Because I can remember, I think it was sometime last year. And at that point, when I started talking to him, because I had seen him advertise it, I started looking into it. Another star-studded cast, indie wise,
Yeah.
as well as Felissa and oh my goodness, I can't remember her name.
Lisa Wilcox.
Yes, Lisa. Yes. And I was like, we need to be sharing the shit out of this thing because I mean, it has that slasher feel. It's paying homage to the '80s. It needs to be made, and now that it's back, and I was just like, oh shit, Daniel's part of it too. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, let's kick ass. Let's do it. I'm very excited to it. So I've got to connect with Justin on that, and it's good. And then one other thing I want to tell you about too is I don't know if you have seen the trailer yet too, but we have Deadly Endings. That's it's an anthology film. It's a funny way that I got involved with that film. I don't really like anthology films, and I don't like it. But Jeff Dakota, who, I don't know if you've met him before, but he is an independent actor and producer. And
Yes.
And he kept saying, Dan, you got to read the script. And we were in between film at that point, and I kept holding it off. And I read it, and I was like, okay, we need to make this film.
Yeah, we got something there.
So that became the 2024 big project of the year, and really excited for people to see that. That has something in there for everybody. There's something in there. There's gore. There's a little bit of comedy. There's some very serious elements to it. Some really heart-wrenching elements to it.
Ooh, psychological.
Very psychological.
Nice.
And some very scary stuff too, but also very entertaining. I swear to you, it really does have something for everybody. So,
well, I mean, were you ever a Creepshow fan?
I was a Creepshow fan. But actually, I guess I'm like in the, what's the word? I don't even the rears. But I like the second one. I really love the second one with the blob.
Oh yeah,
in the boat. I just enjoyed the second one. So.
Oh, that was a great way to kick it off.
Yeah,
in my opinion, and that was kind of like the anthology style film that I really liked. I think Tales from the Dark Side also, but it wasn't until I saw Phil Herman's Unearthed. As an indie film anthology, and I was like, dude, it's possible. I think it's a lot of fun. It's 4 great stories, and the fact that you're part of this anthology, I think is very badass.
Thank you.
And I think we need to show the trailer, and we will definitely do that. So what is, if you could tell everybody out there in the Black Flame universe just a little bit about the character that you play?
Oh, I would absolutely love to. So my character in that role in that film is Mark, and he plays a suicide victim
Mm.
is comes upon his body, and he ends up still being here. He sees a body, and a new family moves in his home, and he's now experiencing things through the new people. But there's a entity that was there before that he didn't know. So that's all I can say. But it's very graphic, and
Ooh.
I had to take my place to places in that role that I'm hoping and praying that it resonates with people. I really do, because I had a very emotional scenes, breakdown scenes,
Oh man, those are the best.
yeah, true breakdown scenes. I really put myself in a bad place there. The assistant director, Faith Boardman, she was so sweet and nice. She's like giving me a hug afterwards, because I just put myself in a state. You'll see it in the film. I can't wait for it to come out. But real quick story. I just wanted to get myself, because I knew we were going to be filming for 6 hours. This one particular scene where I had to lose my mind horribly, just be a wreck. And I was so close with my grandmother growing up. She was like a second mother to me, my best friend. I loved her dearly, and she passed away young. And I still to this day can't hear her voice or anything like that. So I haven't heard her voice since 2009. So what I did was I asked my cousin. I said, "Can you, put some sound bites together for me to finally hear her voice?" And I listened for about 30 minutes, all these home movies and things like that in my head.
Yeah.
And I listened to that right before I walked onto set. And man, it's all real what you see in that movie, the breakdown.
Oof.
So I hope it resonates with people. I really pray it does. Yeah.
I think it really will, because some of the best moments ever captured on film, in my opinion, are the ones where you're getting that raw, real emotion. And thank you for letting everybody out there in the comment section, as well as the Black Flame Universe, what was that was your process on how you prepared for that moment. Some people can, it's really interesting. They can pull that emotion out at the drop of a hat. But sometimes you get faced with a role that it's like, how am I going to get there? How am I going to get into that headspace? And I mean, it's, in a way, kind of a beautiful moment that you were able to do that, because you're honoring that memory. But at the same time, you're transcending those feelings into that role. And it's going to come off as genuine. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
So go right ahead.
Thank you so much. I hope so, because it took me. I was with Robert Bravo was the special artist. He's an incredible person.
He's amazing.
And I just had him sit with me outside, and he let me just talk to him, and I was telling him stories about my life and different things, and he really helped me get there. And that was the process. So I'm hoping the film comes out I know we're going to start the distribution search will begin soon. But I'm hoping it gets out there for spooky season. If not, definitely Q1 2026. But
hell yeah. And we hope it does too. And I bet you, because we're going to go ahead and play that trailer right now for Deadly Endings, that everybody out there in the Black Flame universe and all my beautiful demons out there, you're going to want to sink your teeth into this one. So let's go ahead and pull that up. Hold on one second. Looking for oh my goodness. My program is having a wonderful time.
Oh, that's
nope,
all right.
Wasn't it? There we go. I just had to do a couple things with the thing, and we got there. Who cares how we got there, but we did. All right, let's go ahead and open this bad boy up.
Tomorrow we'll play a game.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I think I located the scene you were just talking about. Oh my goodness. I felt that shit, brother. Woo wee.
Yeah, it's gonna be a ride. It's gonna be a ride.
Man, that had to be a roller coaster, man.
It
And
was. It was.
you're exuberating it. I gotta watch it. I have to see this. Not
Thank
only am gonna watch it because everybody knows here at Reapers Underground, I do live reviews of independent film, my reactions to the film for everybody out there in the Black Flame universe to let you know that this is a film that you are going to want to check out. And I'm so excited. Please let me know when that drops. I'm going to watch it and I will definitely review it. And yes, the director, everything. Yes.
Thank you.
I want them to know that looks amazing. And,
Thank
you know, even if you didn't tell me that it was Robert Bravo that was doing the special effects there, I saw his signature right away. I was like, yep, that's him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fantastic, man.
I'm happy.
Ooh.
Yeah, that one I think is gonna hit hard. I'm happy. That means the world to me. Yeah, it's that one's gonna hit hard because it's very entertaining and it's something for everybody and it's a ride. That's all I can tell you. It's gonna be
Right. A
ride.
roller coaster at that.
It's gonna be a roller coaster. But I didn't know that you did. I didn't know that you did live movie reviews because
I do.
I don't know if you know, but I did a very, very, very funny horror comedy with Josh Graves, who I did the film Late Checkout with, and it's called Fur. And I actually, we're now bringing it up for distribution, and I have a fully completed copy. I'm happy to send it to you. If you'd like to do a live review, I can send it to you as soon as we're done.
Oh, you got it. Let's do
Okay.
it. Absolutely.
got it.
My brother Robert Lasardo had reached out to me before, long before we created our new show, Divine Madness. He wanted me to review his film, and I was like, you know what? I was so moved by it because I really haven't done it something like that up until this point on the show, and I was like, everyone needs to know about this thing. I said, I'm going to do a live review, and it helped get so many new, fresh eyes on that project. And I said, you know what? That's one of the new things the Underground is going to do. Anytime somebody reaches out to me and they want me to do a review of the film, I mean, yeah, interviews, I love doing them, but I also like to review projects that if I can help get people interested in that project, I am more than happy to do that.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that's
the
beautiful.
Pleasure is all mine, man. Nothing moves me more than seeing this creativity, this art, and you know, getting more folks to realize, hey, you're going to want to check this out because, you know, it's a different world today. You know,
Yes.
People have Tubi and Prime. They don't always get moved by certain things or, hey, maybe I should check this out or whatever. So if I can help with that, man, absolutely. So I will do that. I will definitely do that. Hell yeah. Oh man, I'm so excited about Deadly Innings now. I got it written down mentally.
I appreciate it. And I know our time is limited, but I do want to tell you that very, very soon, a film we did in 2022, Watchdog, that stars Mark Patton from Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Felissa Rose, Cheney Morrow, Celeste Blandon, and Wes Robinson from the Blair Witch Project is coming out. It's a film that we all did.
No shit.
Yeah, and the trailer's out for that. I sent you some stills for that. If you want it in your time, take a look at that. That is Elsie Holt is the director. I play a responding officer, off-duty officer responding in that film. And Derek Worley, who I love, does the special effects for the film. And yep, there's Wes right there. And Elsie Holt is the writer and director of the film. And
Nice.
he did a real wonderful job at creating his vision, making his dream come a reality for the film. And it's it's a reverse home invasion film. It's a very dramatic horror film, but it's the rare reverse home invasion where you'll actually let the person in. And it's very well done. And Jaron Lewis is the cinematographer on it, who I've done many films with, and he is just a work of art himself. He's a really wonderful artist.
Hell yeah. And I am so excited for your journey and where it's going to take you, because I mean, everything at this point is limitless when you apply yourself. And the work shows. Everything that you're doing, every character that you're playing, it just continues to up your game. So what are some of your upcoming projects that you might want to plug?
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you for asking. Right now, I think I mentioned it earlier, but I'm actually filming 2 films this week. The Fairfield County 4 that stars Joe Bob Briggs and
Holy crap.
Yeah. And Jacob Pronica and Celeste Landon. And I get to be reunited with director. So it's Josh, which is going to Brucker, we did Mothman together. And then I am doing a found footage Bigfoot film called The Last Footprint, which I'm very fascinated by. I'm very excited about it. It's working with
it's going to be a blast.
A director called TJ. Get to be in the woods in North Carolina for that one. And I'm very excited for that because I can't reveal too much, but it's not just you're a basic in the woods type thing. He's following some myths and stories of some things that Bigfoot has supposedly done before that's never really been seen in films before. So that's really cool. And then as far as plugging other stuff goes, I do have some things I've been working on, kind of secret projects that I have been writing, that I've wrote over the past couple of years that are fully polished and finished. We have group financiers coming through, and 2 films like that. So those will be announced soon, and I'm super excited because one of them is a creature feature, and the other one is a straight up. And we'll talk about it off. We'll talk about it offline, but it's really, really cool stuff coming about, and I'm really happy with the scripts and just thankful for every day's a gift in this industry.
Oh my goodness, yes. And what a topsy-turvy industry we are in, that's for sure.
You got that right. So
the last experience that I wanted to talk about, which in my opinion is probably one of the most rewarding. What was it like doing your first horror con appearance?
You were breaking up. What was that? Which horror con? You're doing a horror
Okay,
con?
let me try again. What was it like doing your first horror con appearance?
Oh my God. Yeah, that was crazy. That was wonderful. I just wasn't expecting that when that came about the first time, and it was really kind to be offered to come. I went to. Are you speaking as a guest or like going to cons?
As a guest.
Oh,
as a
yeah.
guest.
I was like so honored, and it was so exciting that I wouldn't even think of me. Couldn't believe it, and it was great. It was wonderful meeting people just to say, oh, I really like this movie, or, could you tell me about this or that? And just love talking with people. And I'm a pretty shy person, so it's nice like to have like people come up to you and talk and stuff like that and engage you in something that you love to do. And it's a wonderful, happy feeling. I loved every minute of it. And it's like I said, that feeling of walking into the video store, just wanting so badly to have an impact on somebody, give them that joy, that escapism that I had through the films that I used to watch growing up, and knowing that in some tiny sliver of a way, so far it's kind of happened, just overwhelms me just with happiness and joy about that. Because that's my main goal. Just
Which is utterly amazing.
I'm trying to, and the other thing is too, I do it because I just really want to impress my children, but they are not impressed by me at all. I'm just still a loser.
But you're trying to give your children that experience, though. It's like, that you had when you were a kid. And if they can, look upon it and go, wow, that's really cool, Dad, that'll make it all the worthwhile. But then again, if they're not into horror, maybe they'll get there through your films.
Yeah, and it's not even just about the film. I really, a real main driver in my heart is that I just want them to see, like, Dad puts his mind to do something, so that's so out of left field. Work hard, work hard. It's a lot of work. I can't even. I mean, I just. I don't even know. Life's a blur, but I just want them to know, if you work hard and you really want to, if you really want something, just believe in your heart and yourself, and you can make it happen. So I just want them to see that, whether it be a doctor or anything that they want to do.
Passion. Yes.
What's their passion?
Follow those dreams.
I want you to know you can go for it, and I have your back 1,000%.
Hell yeah. And for everybody out there in the Black Flame universe, that I've been plugging this a lot because it will be coming out this August. We have a little film called Grind coming out, which we talked a little bit about. And here is the budding romance shot between myself and Daniel.
Yes. Oh, look at that. That was awesome.
I'm coming at him full speed. Mind you, he's shooting me like rapid fire. I'm not going to tell you why this is happening, but if you want to see it, it's definitely coming out soon. We have a premiere coming up, which thank you, Daniel, for giving me this. If I believe there is still tickets available, if you can be in. And I forget the name of the area, but basically it's part of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's right outside. It's like in McKeesport, Pittsburgh area.
There we go. Yeah, I always forget that name. But if you're able to, come check this out on the big screen. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to be there. Are you going to be there too, Daniel?
God willing, I will be there. I can't wait.
Hell yeah.
I didn't get to make the Wolf Hollow premiere, so I'm going to definitely do my best to make this one, and it'll be a great time. They do like a big meet and greet before, and then they have there's some drinks and stuff like that. So everybody have a great time to hang out, and I think everyone's going to be really happy. And I know we have to. I do too. I know we have to go soon, but I just want to tell you, we had a great time working together. Don't want to reveal anything, but we were at a real. We had a real close-knit moment there, so I think that's going to be really funny and really cool. You did an amazing job, and
I'm like, damn, you didn't even buy me dinner first.
Yes.
So I'm playing. Y'all will see it. It's just a little dead humor. But real quick before you go, let's go ahead and show them the trailer for that.
Oh yeah.
Because damn it, if you haven't seen it yet, you gotta. Check
Hell
out
yeah. Hell yeah.
It's Ilsun 4K, and tonight I'm coming to you live from the Grindfest 2025 Film Festival, brought to us by Orangetown University.
Grindfest?
Yeah, I didn't pick the name.
So, a grindhouse festival, huh? I don't know what makes an absolute classic yet.
Now that is sex and ice cream.
By God's grace, it'll stay that way. Showing more of your sinful, trashy movies?
It's like a black and white art house movie, something about like cults and rituals. And think about it. One night only, we play the absolute cheesiest movies, and then we cap it off with this.
40 years ago, I got lucky. I was able to push it back in. I've shredded that film. I've burned it. But it always comes back somehow. It's creating some kind of war. Space. Time. Everything smeared together.
Honestly, I think just an ensemble cast of legends, icons, and the best that there is right now, in my opinion, in the indie horror community. Just great cast, great crew. Y'all are in for a serious hell ride on this one.
Big time. Big time, big time. And I gotta throw it out there. This isn't a spoiler, so Mark, don't be mad if you're watching. That no CGI. That flame, like that flame for people who can't believe it. That flamethrower scenes, those are all real. That was a real giant ass flamethrower, and I was in shock. Mark had mentioned to me, "Oh yeah, we got a flame." He was like, "Oh, we got a flamethrower guy." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So you mean like he's gonna hold it and we're gonna like just CGI it? No, he sends me the dailies, and I almost pissed myself.
Yep.
The heat
You're
was
like,
so
oh,
hard. Yeah. I wasn't there, but
kidding.
I couldn't believe it. So it's all real, and a lot of that stuff is all real practical effects.
And if you didn't blink during that trailer, you could see the exchange between Daniel and myself.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, I'm in the trailer twice, because there's one moment that happens earlier that you don't know that it's me, because I'm this, big fucking damn near 8-foot demon that I love so much. I just can't wait for people to see this, because they just don't know what they're in for.
You got
probably one of the most fun comedy. It's like he says, like cosmic horror type of film. There's just so many elements that pay homage to so many things. And Brian's Sopanis's character has just become legendary at this point. Wes Brantley,
baby. Wes Brantley.
That's all you need to say, and everybody knows that. But man, I cannot wait for some more of your films to come out. Everybody out there in the Black Flame universe, this is the guy. When I think of a list of male kings of horror, and I've done this before. I did this before on my old page before Facebook got rid of it, where I kind of give my synopsis of current kings of horror. Daniel John Kearny is most definitely at the top of my list.
Oh, that means
so. If you and where can they find you on social media? I want to make sure all the peoples know where to find you.
Oh, that's first and foremost. That's really, really, really nice of you. Thank you for saying that. You can. The best place to find me is Instagram. I am on that much more. You could just type in Daniel John Kearny, and it's DJK _ horror historian.
Nice.
But you
I love
can.
it.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, 80s horror, and but just type in Daniel John Kearny, connect with me. If you have any interest in working with me in regards to in any capacity, please just shoot me a message. I'd love to work with you. I'd love to read scripts, and whether it's even if it's just to say, hey, do you want to just read something I've done, or I'm here for you. I would absolutely love to read it. Currently onboarding things for 2026, so would love to see projects that are coming about. And then on Facebook, you can reach me. It's under Daniel John.
Mm-hmm.
But you can find me there. And again, send me a message. I'd love to hear from you. And thank you so much.
There is no excuse whatsoever, demons. You know where to find Daniel, and he is humble as fuck, as so many of us in the industry really are. We are human just like you. If you want to keep up with everything that he's doing, give him a follow, give him a like, give him a share. Man, reach out to him. And of course, I don't know anybody director-wise that would not want to work with this guy. He is unbelievable. And I learned quite a bit from him as well. So definitely.
Really nice.
Most definitely, man. Thank you for joining the Underground tonight. I wanted to definitely, you've got so much good stuff going on. Everybody needs to know about it. So definitely, yes, thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you to everybody out there in the Black Flame universe that has shown up tonight to check out all the cool stuff that he's doing. And if you check out IMDb's, you can also find him on there as well. And there's all kinds of links to all the films that he's done. So definitely check that out as well. Don't forget, demons, in just a few moments, Tracks of the Damned is about to happen. So if you want to keep up with the latest and greatest in metal music today, right now, definitely tune in just a few moments for that. And again, as you are getting ready to keep the party going, just remember, check out all of the great films that Daniel is in, and most definitely, stay heavy.
Thank you for joining us on Rebirth's Underground. Stay tuned for more from Black Flame.